Good evening. This is Bob Wagner, and thank you for joining us. I'm going to talk to you tonight about setting your goals. For a new month. As you know, we just closed out September, and today's October 1st. So we're going to talk about setting your goals for a new month. And one of the things I want to share with you, it's setting goals and striving to attain your goals is one of the easiest, simplest things to do if you're willing to do it. And it's I don't know why people are so scared of it. I don't know why they hesitate to do it. I think it's a fear of failure, to be honest with you, but I really don't know exactly what it is. But setting goals and attaining goals is not a difficult thing to do because you're dealing with it just a little bit at a time, just a little piece at a time. And it's like anything else. If you want to go to college, you got to first go through high school. And if you want to be a doctor, you got to first go through college, and then you got to go through medical school. Everything's just a bite at a time, a day at a time. And I'm not so sure why people are so afraid of it. I think there's a lack of commitment. Um, I'm not sure. Okay, all I can tell you is only about 3% of the population out there set goals. And you can figure out for yourself that the ones who are setting goals are among the most successful people in general. So I'm going to talk to you what I know about setting goals and the way April and I have done things in business and in life. It's goals are goals, and you set them for all kinds of things, not just business. But tonight I'm going to be talking to you about business with Win Worldwide and what we can do in business as far as attaining the goals that we set. So let me start with this, okay? We got to set your volume or rank goals for the month. So, whatever it is that you want to attain this month, whatever level you want to reach, generally, there's a rank or a title that goes with it. So, normally the goals are set based on a volume number. So, we need to do that. Okay, today's October 1st. Okay, so if you didn't start doing business today, we did. We started doing business today, but if you didn't, you're going to start tomorrow, and I'll still give you 30 days because we got 31 days this month. But we got to set that volume or rank, that number. Excuse me. And the next slide, I'll get into a little bit with the numbers, but here's the three things that we're setting our goals for. Okay. We need to know how much volume or how much business or how much recruiting or how much sponsoring, all of that, okay? How much business will you do personally? What are you going to do? Okay, that comes first. Now, if you're new in the business, that's all on you. Okay, it's just your business. You don't have a team yet to work with because you're new. So then whatever goal you set, it's on you. Okay, it's on you and the people that you're going to bring into the business this month, which will become your teammates. Okay, but it's an important question, right? How much are you going to do personally? You have to lead the way. If you're going to be expecting your team to do business, your team needs to see that the leader or the head of the team doing business, which leads us to the next thing. So, how much volume will your downline do? Okay. You say, well, how do I know? Well, you got to talk to them. Say, where do you see yourself this much? How much business are you going to do this month? How much business can our team count on you to do this month? It's early in the month. We just started 12 hours ago or whatever, a new month. So make those calls tonight, make those calls in the morning, get those numbers down, add those numbers together, and then you take what you're doing personally on top of that and you come up with a number. But part of that comes down to how much do you want to earn this month? See, that's a very, very important part of the equation. And you got to remember, that number is extremely important and it directly relates to what you do personally because, we make a lot more money on business we do personally than we do on business our downline does. okay, we are rewarded personally with a larger commission than our residual commission is. So we need to know, what is this going to translate into as far as earnings for the month? So these are very important questions, and that's why I started with them. What are you going to do personally? Then what is your downline volume going to be, and what is that going to add up to as far as earnings for the month? You're looking to make $500 to cover a car payment. Are you looking to make $1,500 to pay the rent? Are you looking to make $3,000 to pay the mortgage? Are you looking to make $5,000 to replace the income? What's the number? What is it going to be? Because we really need to work backwards on that. And I should have put that one first. What do you want to earn for the month? How much of that are you going to do personally, and how much remains for your downline to do? Okay, I should have switched the order there, but it all goes into the same place. Now, for Win Worldwide, okay, this is the volume needed to hit the ranks. Okay, our first rank is team leader. A team leader is someone that's done $2,000 in business, okay, over the course of the month, with 3 different people sponsored, or 3 different legs. So you divide that by 30 days, and it comes out to $67 a day in business. That's a box of Daily Lift. Okay, that's all that is. I mean, that's 2 bottles of Bylene free. But you got to know what it is, okay? Because again, this is a business where you got to deal with it one day at a time. If your goal is to be a team manager, then you want to see $200 a day in business going in, because it needs to add up to $6,000. So 30 times that is 6,000. If you want to be Ben's qualified and be making the 40% profit, you need to be a director. And a director is someone that's done $12,000 over the course of a month. Okay, so 30 into that is 400 a day. Now remember, 400 a day, total volume, your entire group. That's what we're talking about. Everybody included. If it's just you, then it's just you. If it's you and 3 others, then it's the 4 of you. If it's you and 10 others, then it's the 11 of you. It's you and everybody you got. Okay, so a director is 12,000. Executive director is someone that's done 36,000 in business. Well, that's $1,200 a day for the group. Okay, divided up over 30 days, it's 1,200. Okay, again, divided up over everybody you got in your group. Regional executive director, 75,000 a month, that's 2,500 a day. And the goal for everybody, okay, everybody, is to be a national executive director. That's the goal. Okay, that's $150,000 a month business. So divided by 30, that's $5,000 a day in business, divided by everybody you got. If you got 5 people, it's 30,000 each. If you got 10, it's 15. If you got 100, you get the message, it's 1,500. Okay, you just got to figure out what it is, okay, and you divide the number up. But why is this important? Because the month can get away from us. We're dealing with people. We have families. Some people have jobs. Some people have personal stuff going on, kid stuff going on, charity stuff going on, volunteer, church stuff, this. I mean, the month can get away from us if we don't track it. Okay, and all of a sudden you wake up and say, man, it's the 10th already and I haven't done nothing to do my business, and I'm supposed to be a director, and now I'm a third of the way in. No, you can't do that. You got to look and track and monitor your goals every day. And that way you don't let it get away from you. And if you had an off day, if I want to be a team leader and I didn't get anything done today, okay, well, I got to do $134 tomorrow and do 2 days in one. And if I didn't do nothing tomorrow, then I got to do $200 the following day. I got to play catch up. But I don't know that I got to play catch up unless I know that I got to play catch up. So, you may want to be working with a calendar on your wall, the old fashioned kind that hangs up that you got to look at every day, that you can be writing numbers in the boxes. Hey, if you're reliable with electronic one on your phone, that's fine. Make it beep at you every day. Did you do your business for the day? I'd set an alarm to remind me every day, did you do your 200 a day so you could be a manager? Did you do your 400 so you could be a director? You got to have something there that's reminding you every day until you get, locked in to exactly what needs to be done, okay, on a regular basis. Now, having said that, I'm going to break it down a little bit now, okay? I hope you have a pen and paper out and you're writing some notes down, but here's where the rubber meets the road, as Ralph Oates would say, okay? Where is the volume coming from? It's nice to say, hypothetically, I'm going to do $400 a day in business, okay, over 30 days, and that's where my $12,000 is going to come from. Okay, that math works, I'll grant you that, but where is the $400 a day going to come from? Is it coming from a warm market where you just are in the middle of dealing with 30, 40, 50 people that 15 or 20 of them are on the fence with joining? Is that where it's going to come from? Okay, is it coming from advertising? Are you doing any sort of social media advertising online, advertising magazines, any kind of advertising? Is that where it's coming? Is it coming from cold market? Again, it's nice to have the numbers and an understanding of the numbers, but we have to know where it's coming from. Where are the pool of people? Where are they that we're going to do this business with? Okay. Are they smart shoppers? For those of you that could be new, a smart shopper is someone that loves our product and doesn't want to pay retail, and they sign up online to get the product each month and save 25% when they do that. Is that where they're going to come from? Do I have a salon? Do I have a gym? Do I have a fitness place? Do I have a doctor's office? Do I have a place that's going to be selling a lot of product? See, when we come up with the number, that's great, and we know what we got to do every day, which is great, okay? But where is it going to come from? If you have a large group, some of the group, obviously the group is using product, they're ordering personally. Obviously, the people doing business are sampling the product. So they're going to be buying product to use and sample, and there'll be a certain amount of volume that comes from that. But this is a question you need to ask yourself. Say, all right, I'm finally going to be a director in this business. I'm going to do 12,000 this month. Okay, I'm gonna be earning 40% on all my personal business. I'm going to get that $500 Benz bonus, and okay, great. Okay, but what are you going to do it? We have different positions. We have a $500 starter package, $1,000 starter package, a $2,000 starter package, and a $3,000 starter package. Are you talking business with the right people that'll be making business decisions? Is that where it's going to come from? Are you giving samples out to lots of people when you're out and about, working out in the gym, in the salon, in different places, and you're just going to have a whole bunch of smart shoppers? We got a bunch of smart shoppers now. We're in the 60s. I don't know if they're all ordering every month, but it doesn't make any difference. We're in the 60s, with smart shoppers. So we know that there's a certain amount of volume coming every month from the 60, 65 smart shoppers that we have. Okay, even if only half of them, ordering $150, it's still $4,000 or $5,000 a month in volume coming from that. So, that would be almost half of the volume if I was shooting to be a director. Okay. Now, once you have that question answered on where you are going to be getting the volume from, then you need to be talking to your downline. And when they tell you they're going to be a team leader, or they're going to be a team manager, or they're going to be a director, make sure they understand and you go over, okay, where they're going to get it from. See, this isn't just, a word game. Okay, I don't want to hear you tell me I need to be a team manager this month. I need to be, a director this month. What I want to hear is, here's what I'm going to do this month. These are the different places I'm going to do it. These are the different people I'm going to do it with. Adding that all together, do you think that's going to produce enough to become a team manager or a director? Okay, that's what I want to hear. Yeah, I don't want to just hear you claiming a title. Okay, see, that's why I said we got to break this stuff down. And when we break it down, it gets really easy because it gets very identifiable. See, when you can see it, you can touch it. And, when it's just pie in the sky, we have no idea what we're talking about when we just throw a number out there. Okay, but when we break it down and say what we're going to do, you say, look, I'm going to sample at least 5 or 6 people every week. I'm going to sample at least one person a day. And I'm going to expect that to turn into 2 customers. And over the course of the month, I'm going to get 8 or 10 new customers. And that's where, 1,000 of my business is going to come from. I said, okay, I could buy that. I could see that happening. Okay, what about recruiting? Is that where we're going to get the rest of it from? Okay, well, we are going to get it from recruiting. Great. Where are those people going to come from? Are they going to come from where you work? Are they going to come from church? Are they going to come from school? Are they going to come from sports? Where are we going to get them from? So, see, what we're doing is we're breaking it down into little bites, okay? But this is a very, very important next point, okay? The more you do personally, the less you need your downline to do. Now, I'm going to use just 2 round numbers, and they're not exactly, always the same. Okay, but let me just use 2 numbers, okay? We earn anywhere from 20 to 40% on what we do personally. Okay, and we earn anywhere from 5, and it could be as high as 30%, okay, depending on scenarios. But let me just work with these 2 numbers, okay, just so I can illustrate a point. I'm going to say that what you do personally, okay, you're going to get paid 40% on everything you do personally. And you're going to make 10% on everything that your downline does. So, as a rule of thumb, whenever you do something personally, you're going to make 4 or 5 times more money than when you earn, okay, earnings, than what you earn when someone in your downline does the same thing. So what does that mean? Well, it means a whole lot, because if you're earning 4 to 5 times more money when you do something personally, there's 2 ways to look at it, okay? The more you do of that number, the less your downline needs to do. And the more you do of that number, the more money you make doing it. And I was going over this with somebody, the other day, okay? And I'm just going to use a couple simple scenarios just to make a point here so you understand how the math works, okay? Let's say I want to be a director, okay? And I'm going to give you 2 scenarios on it. But let's say I want to be a director and I do $3,000, okay? And I sign up 3 people who do $3,000. So I did 3 and 3 other people did 3, and I sponsored them all, okay? So I was responsible for doing the $12,000 in business, okay? I was responsible for that, including buying in my own package, okay? Well, do you realize that at 40% on 12,000 in business, okay, that's $4,800. Even if I deduct the 1,200 off of the fact that I bought my own, okay, that's $3,600. Okay, so it's not that far off from the 40% I was talking about. All right, so $12,000 in business could be done by 4 people doing 3,000 and somebody earning $3,600. Okay, now let me give you another scenario. Okay, $12,000 could be done with you doing $240 personally, okay, and 3 different people doing $4,000 each. Okay, now keep that in mind. 3 different people's lines doing $4,000 each. So in other words, your organization did $12,000 in volume. Okay, I don't know if it was recruiting, ordering product, or whatever it was, but you did $240. You're qualified to get paid as a director. Okay, your group did 12,000. Okay, so I'm going to say you make 10% on it. Okay, so your group could do 12,000 in business and you can make $1,200. Well, your group could do 12,000 in business and you can make $4,800. And I'm not even throwing in the $500 car payment that would go with each of those numbers. So you see what I'm saying is the more you do, the more you earn, the less your group needs to do. But it does matter how you do it. Okay, it really does make a difference on how you do it. So our goal for October, all of us, should be to lead by example. Okay, that should be our goal, to lead by example and to do as much of the business, as much of the volume personally as possible. You earn more on it, you get paid more on it, and it leaves margin for error if your downline happens to miss on some of their numbers. See, you can pick up a lot of the slack by doing more, and by doing more, you're going to get paid more. Can you imagine? You could do 12,000 in business and make 4,000. You could do 12,000 in business and make 1,000. Well, what would you rather do on 12,000 in business? You ask me, I'd rather make the 4,000 than the 1,000. So I'm going to make an effort to do more personally so that I get a bigger piece. Now, another key, okay? You have to monitor your goals daily. Okay, and I'll be honest, if you have a group, you should be doing it, 2 or 3 times a day. You got to be adding to your monthly goal every day. See, if my goal is $12,000, then when today is over, I should have at least $400 in orders that have been placed because one of my days is gone. Okay, tomorrow is day 2, I need to be at 800. Tuesday is day 3, I need to be at 1,200. Okay, Wednesday is day 4, I need to be at 1,600. What if you get lucky and somebody, signs up some people who start at 2 or 3,000? You got a cushion. You're ahead of the game. You may be able to change your goal for the month and hit a bigger number. That doesn't mean you take time off and stop monitoring your goals. There's going to be a couple days during the month. There could be a weekend. There's going to be times when the number doesn't move the way you want it to move. And that's what the cushion is for. So you want to get ahead as early in the month as possible so there's margin for error as the month goes by. See, April and I live with that. That's just part of the way we look at building the business. That's the way we do it. Now, you have to be ready, willing, and able to make daily and weekly adjustments. Okay, I was saying, you got to monitor your numbers every day, but then you need to be able to make adjustments. Okay, you have to be able to turn up the heat, which means turn up your effort as you need to do so you don't fall behind. It's no, I think in sports, I have kids that play baseball. Sunday people watch football and stuff. I always think of sports, but if you're losing at halftime, you don't make arrangements to do the same exact thing in the second half as you did the first half because you were losing. Okay, so you need to make adjustments. Well, the business is like that, but we don't wait to halftime. We don't even wait till the first quarter is over or the first week is over. We monitor and do things every day so we never let it get away from us. Okay, look, the key to success is simple. You make your goal for the month by hitting your daily goals every day. I know at the end of the month, wow, I want to do 36,000. I want to be an executive, director. I want to do 75,000. I want to be a regional executive and know that I got a group halfway towards NED. Okay, hey, that's all fine and dandy, but that number at the end of the month can look big. But when you break it down to the day, okay, it's not so big. It's not. $67 a day is not a lot to hit 2,000. What if everyone in your group did 2,000 this month? Everybody, for all of you listening out there all over the country, what if everyone in your downline did 2,000 this month? Where would that leave you? Where would you be in rank if everyone in your downline did that? And we're talking about $67 a day. Now, when I talk about $67 a day, some of you probably fall asleep and think, what are you talking about? I'm doing $500 deals, $1,000 deals, $2,000 and $3,000 deals. Yeah, I know we all want to do those, and we do some of those, okay? And that is the goal. But what about the days we don't? Wouldn't you like to add 3 or 4 smart shoppers on the day you don't sign someone up? 3 or 4 smart shoppers could be $300-400. It's a nice way to cover yourself on a day when someone failed to make a decision to join your business. So I have a quote I've used for many, many years here, and it says, there's only one way to eat an elephant, and that's one bite at a time. Your goals are exactly the same, okay? It's just one day at a time. And, you look at a gigantic beast of an elephant and say, how in the world could you ever eat that? Well, there's only one way you could, one bite at a time. Well, you look at a $36,000, $75,000, $150,000 goal at the end of the month, one day at a time. Okay, and then you divide those numbers up for the day amongst the people that you have with you. Now, again, if you're new, you're not looking at those big numbers anyway. You're looking to move yourself up in rank so you can be getting a Ben's bonus and you could be earning 40% money. So you're using that $12,000 number. If you're just getting started, you may be looking at $2,000 or $6,000 number, and it really doesn't matter. Okay, but I'll tell you, this would be one of the most important lessons you could ever learn in business, is holding yourself accountable each and every day to getting the things done that need to get done, and not carrying things over to the next day. Or if something doesn't get done today, that is the very first thing you do the next day. And you don't let it slip away from you. You don't let it fall behind. Okay, you stay on it. And the only way to stay on it is to keep it in front of you. So either put a nice hanging calendar on your bathroom mirror where you write the amount of business that was done every day in the box. On the top, how much was done that day. On the bottom of the box, how much for the month, okay, is in. If you did 200 today, okay, there's 200. If tomorrow you do 200, well, the top of the box says 200, the bottom of the box says 400. And you keep doing it. Either do it on paper, on a mirror right in front of you, or set an alarm on your phone to be reminding you every day, did you meet your goals today? And set the alarm to ring you about 10 times so you just, it isn't a little chirp, but it's like annoying, that it bugs you. But I'll tell you, we've lived with this for 25 years. We do it with retail sales and smart shoppers. We do it with recruiting. We do it with personal goals. We do it with organizational goals. There's a lot of ways to break down your goals, and it's the beginning of a month. Today's the first of the month. We are coming into the best quarter of the year for business, the fourth quarter. By far, the most business gets done in this quarter. So let's start it off right. Let's get ourselves doing the things we need to do. Look, we have the best products in the world. We have the best pay plan in the world. We're a new company that's got a great digital automated system. Everything is in place, okay? We just need to make sure that we are in place doing the things we got to do on a daily basis. Now, there's nothing here that I said is difficult. You just got to be willing to become one of the 3 or 4% of the people in the country that set goals, because they are the people in the country that is successful. So hopefully this helped you tonight and you got something out of it. You'll start applying it to your business and applying it to the other things in your life that are important to you. And with that, I wish you all a good night, and this is officially over. Thank you.